Hello and welcome to the Ralph Retort Rundown. I'm joined today by the senior political analyst of the RalphRetort.com. He's been doing some excellent work on the site. As a matter of fact, his name is Seattle for Truth. How are you doing, sir?
Yo, yo, yo. Glad to be back.
All right, so today we're here to talk about Black Lives Matter, as we've done before. I think the biggest addition of the rundown actually was me doing a dramatic reading of some Black Lives Matter nutter. So that was pretty exciting.
Was that the one that we did together?
Yeah.
With the what's her name?
Ashley Shackelford.
No, the one we called her Bligglypuff. That's
Bligglypuff. Yeah.
Some people were calling her Nigglypuff, but nah.
I also heard. Yeah, I'm not sure.
That's a little too much for me.
I'm not sure. That's unsanctioned nickname there. But yeah, so today we're here to talk about Black Lives Matter. They released their, I guess, manifesto or whatever you want to call it, their list of demands.
List of terrorist demands.
These are demands.
And it's not hyperbole. Once we go over them, you'll see it's not hyperbole.
NBC's got a little short review of it. Also, Seattle wrote something on the site. Let me see if I got his article pulled up.
Yeah, I've been freaking out because I guess BuzzFeed published an article that was like a teaser for it yesterday, saying Black Lives Matter movement is about to release this big manifesto tomorrow. They call it their platform or whatever.
Yeah, you were talking to me, and you said you saw a story about how it was about to come out, and then
so
you even put up a story on my site, and
I was like, man, they're about to drop this, and then I saw that then the AP just published the article. But man, there's been weird things going on with this because it's like AP published it on like 400 sites or something, but it was all just these local sites, and like nobody even really reads those. But then on the national news sites, funky things were going on. For instance, Huffington Post didn't report on it at all.
Yeah, it's a little strange. Let me read some of your article to the audience here. Just a couple days ago, I was writing about how it seemed like Black Lives Matter was about to pull some kind of trick to repurpose their movement because the current form is failing. I was thinking maybe they would try to take CNN's advice and get a real leader for a real national movement, maybe even be less violent and try to actually relate to whites. I'm vindicated in my prediction that BLM was about to pull some kind of switcheroo, which is cool, although it happened even sooner than I thought. So, did BLM choose the path towards reforming their movement in a positive manner that could perhaps lead to unity and peace? Fuck no. Instead, they chose to start demanding money from the federal government, as well as demanding that convicted black felons in prisons be released. You know who else demands money from the government for their political group, as well as to have their political prisoners freed? That's right, every single other terrorist group on the entire fucking planet. That's who. LOL from BuzzFeed. The movement for Black Lives conglomerate will put forth a series of policy goals on Monday, framing the proposals as an end to the, quote, war on black people. The platform, which is titled A Vision for Black Lives, Policy Demands for Black Power, Freedom, and Justice, outlines a series of very liberal proposals. The group will call for reparations, an end to the death penalty, mass incarceration...
Wait. Slow that down.
Yes.
So you got reparations. Yep. And then what?
An end to the death penalty, which, to be fair, I do support. I'm anti-death penalty, but I don't put out a list of demands saying I'm gonna, cause problems if they don't get rid of it and stuff like that. But
that's not the way you go about things.
I mean, you build support through elected officials and you petition and stuff like that. It's not just I put out a list of demands.
If they're actually protesting, it'd be one thing.
Yeah, go out and protest. Guess what?
It's shutting down.
They still put people to death. Go out and protest it. Like, there are protesters that go out and protest outside death. I mean, I don't, even though I'm against the death penalty. I'm too I'm lazy. I'm doing other shit. But I'm against the death penalty, but I got shit to do. But I respect anybody that would, and if it got, if it was in my area, I might. But I don't put out lists of demands. I mean, this is not the same thing.
I'm at the point where I respect any protester that actually does it the way they're supposed to. If they do it peacefully, they're not being... I mean, I'm not saying it's illegal to be disrespectful or something, but, if just have some couth, try and win some hearts and minds, I got some respect for that.
Yeah, I mean, when I went to the Trump rally, which, by the way, I put in a media request for the Trump rally tomorrow, but it was short notice, so we'll see if I get
Oh, you're
approved.
going? You're going tomorrow?
Well, if I get approved, I put it. It
Is
was
this
short
is
notice,
this
and then I.
is this your third fucking rally?
Yeah, it'll be my third rally if I go.
I hate you, man.
Yeah, it'll be my third rally. Tim Kaine was in Richmond today. I didn't get to see that because I got up too late. It would have probably sucked anyway. But Pence is also going to be in Virginia Beach on Thursday, so I might go to that too. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Pence?
Yeah, Mike
I
Pence.
thought you said pants. I was like,
Pants.
what, are you going to go without your pants and like wear some pants?
Yeah. All right, so that's the little sidebar there for possible future coverage. But what about this BLM list? Okay.
Well,
so,
yeah, let's get back into the list.
all right, so we have reparations. That's right off top. They want their reparations. Gives me that right off top. Oh wait, no. Excuse me. Let me pull this over here so you guys.
No,
can
that
see
wasn't actually the first
No,
one.
the first one was in the war on black people. That
Yep,
was the first one.
Yeah, in the war on blacks. Well, hey, we were already there because there ain't no war
Yeah,
on
yeah,
blacks.
exactly. Reparations. We demand reparations for harms inflicted on black people from colonialism to slavery through food and housing. Food and housing. What is that? Redowning? I can't even see what that says.
Well, I don't. In a different part of these papers or whatever, he says
redlining.
the actual
Okay.
demand is they're demanding a full living wage for the blacks. Plus, they want their own land given to them from the government so they could start their own. They want their own autonomous communities that are completely control their own laws with like no. I mean, it's just. Nuts.
I mean, that's radical. Talk about the community policing one. Yeah, that's what they community control. We demand a world where those most impacted in our communities control the laws, institutions, and policies that are meant to serve us. I mean, that's just that's.
And then they actually. What's that chick's name? Asada Burrito.
Asada Shakur, yes.
Yes,
she's in
Asada
Cuba right
Shakur.
now. She's escaped the United States.
Well,
she killed a police officer, I think.
I think she's in prison now, isn't she?
No, she's not. She's in Cuba.
Well, then why is it one of their demands is that she be released, and then it also demands that she be taken off the terrorist. I don't know. Maybe I missed that, but
no, she's in Cuba. She's
But one of the demands specifically was that she gets taken off the terrorist watch list.
Yeah, well, she's designated as a terrorist, and she's one of the FBI's most wanted
maybe it was
terrorists.
asking if she gets pardoned for it. I don't know, but they're asking that she gets completely cleared, taken off the terrorist list.
She's
and
on
then
the
they also,
FBI. She got convicted in absentia, so like.
okay, that's what they're asking for then.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
so the reason she never came back to the United States is because she can. If she did, she would have to go serve her fucking sentence. She got convicted while she was gone.
But they're trying to bring her back. That's like that's on their list of the demands. They want to bring her back. And then they also specifically demand the release of every single political prisoner. Now, if you know the Black Liberation Movement, some of their political prisoners did fire bombings. Some of them did police ambushes. You know, these are the type of people that have been locked up since the 70s, you know, since kind of calmed down. But that's when the last Black Liberation Movement kind of failed and went more underground. And this is the revival.
All right, they want direct democratic community control of local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies, ensuring that communities most harmed by destructive policing have the power to hire and fire officers, determine disciplinary action, control budgets and policies.
Pulls you over. Like, you're fired, officer. You ain't writing me a fucking ticket.
Get out of here. We're going to fucking fire your ass. Oh, man, that's crazy. And subpoena relevant agency information. They want subpoena power, too. An end to the privatization of education. Wait, what?
Wait.
An end to private education. Shit. How are we going to do that?
No, privatized. I don't know, but if they're talking about the privatization of education, it's something that I'm against too. That's the Common Core type stuff. So, hey, if we could find some common ground with Black Lives Matter, that'd be cool. Trump will grant them that because, yeah, that's part of this is that they said that they're trying to pressure both of the candidates into responding on each of the 6. I don't know whatever the 6 demands were because he cut it down from his list of like 60 to 6. to give to the two candidates, and he wants to try and get them to respond. That'd be interesting. Trump goes, oh yeah, well, in the privatization of education, fuck Common Core.
All right, so they're not talking about ending private. I don't know, not private school.
Well, it might be. It might be. I'm not looking at the text, so
I'm reading it now.
They might be calling for the end of all schools. Who knows?
I don't know.
I mean, you've heard some other ones, some other people in the Black Lives Matter movement, or actually some other chapters of Black Lives Matter calling for the disbanding and the disarmament of their local police forces. So you never know what they're going to call for. But this specific set of demands, they're not calling for the disbandment of police. They just want to be able to create their completely autonomous police force that's completely controlled by them, that they could use to terrorize everyone else with no oversight, zero oversight. And they want all drug convictions. Anybody who's ever been convicted of a drug crime, you're free. And then the drugs are also legalized. All drugs are legalized.
Yeah, I mean,
all prostitutes are legalized. All prostitutes that have been convicted, or the pimps, anybody who's been convicted of sex work.
I mean, we're talking about stuff. I mean, I agree with that, to be honest with you, but this is not the way to affect that change. Just putting out a list of demands and crying my racism and my reparations. My reparations,
demand,
just crying.
They demand money on top of the reparations. They demand money for all these programs on top of the reparations. Plus, they want their own, like all this free land given to them by the government. Plus, they want the working wage given to them for the rest of their life. Plus, they want free education. And I thought at first they were going to try and win over the Bernie supporters and put in their platform free college for everyone. I thought that's how they're going to get everyone on board. But the more I'm reading, it's looking at no, they just want free college and stuff for Black people. So. Like, that's how stupid they are. If they just threw that in, they would have been able to get everyone else on board with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, they're not about helping everybody else. They're about helping themselves. So I'm trying to find the Assata Shakur bit, but we demand independent Black political power and Black self-determination in all areas of society. We envision a remaking of the current U.S. political system in order to create a real democracy where Black people and all marginalized people can effectively exercise full political power. This includes an end to the criminalization of Black political activity, including the immediate release of all political prisoners, and an end to the repression of political parties. Public financing of elections, and the end of money controlling politics through the ending of super PACs and unchecked corporate donations, election protection, electoral expansion, and the right to vote for all people, including full access guarantees and protections of the right to vote for all people through universal voter registration. I mean, some of these ideas, that's not even a bad idea, really. But
no, they want a voting holiday on top of that. When you look at all the voting demands, it's insane. Then they also ask. They're also asking.
The platform overall is insane.
They're asking on top of it all. They're asking for the unionization of every non-unionized industry. They want everyone controlled by the fucking liberal thugs. Because, dude, I worked in a union. At first, I thought it was cool. No, those fuckers, they don't help you. They just take your fucking money and use you. And the head of the unions riding around on fucking Tahoe on 26s. And he don't even do any fucking work. I'm working 64 hours a fucking week, like dying from the toxic fumes. Dudes are getting blown up and shit.
That's so fucking crazy. Riding on 26s.
Yeah, I'm not even joking. Riding on 26s. This fucking 60-year-old white dude on 26s, like I don't.
That's what BLM wants to be riding on. That's what they need. They should have added 26-inch rims to their.
Yeah, they should have added that onto some fucking spinners, bro. Like
26-inch rims, a little lean, some Kush. Yeah.
They still spitting.
They still spitting, bro. Oh shit, man. BLM never change, please. What else do we got? Hold up. Let me see.
I found the part about Assata Shakur.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah, if you click on the political power, and then it's under federal action, because they have federal action, state action, and local action.
All right, hold on. Let's see. Close all current investigations. Hold on. Let me name search.
Yeah, just name search.
Oh yeah. There it is right there. Federal action. Congressional hearings on COINTELPRO designed to remedy and repair its impact. That shit happened in the 60s. Oh, God. They're still crying.
Well,
you know, they think... They think COINTELPRO broke up their little Black Panther party. If they wouldn't have had COINTELPRO and all these snitches,
that's what they said. That's what they actually said in their history.
Yeah, that's what they believe.
Like, they caused us to start infighting, and then we all infighted because of the shills. This is like the shit we said on Gamergate.
Yes.
Like, the shills, man. The shills are tearing us all apart. And
the shills broke us up. That's literally what this is. That's what BLM really believes. That's what
they're like
Black
fucking,
Liberation really
they're like
believes.
Acid Man.
Yeah,
they're like fucking, they're like fucking Acid Man.
If only it wasn't the shills, we would have fucking had Black Liberation in our lifetime. This is, like you said, a legit part of their history. Okay, so they're still trying to fight that battle, even though it's done and over with. They want COINTELPRO. They want investigations. Immediate release of all political prisoners in federal custody, which, yeah, like you said, is a list of some pretty bad dudes. We might not necessarily want these guys.
Then I've even heard a more radical interpretation of this, where some Black Power people believe that all Black people in prison are political prisoners.
I know. That's what I was about to say. Some people have a pretty wide designation of what political prisoner means. This could be a pretty long list, like hundreds of thousands.
And then another thing I missed. They wanted to make it so that if you're a minor, no laws apply to you. Literally no laws apply to you if you're a minor.
Yeah, I'm too old to.
And all the minors out of prison too, so it's like, my God.
Yeah, this is seesaw current investigations and cold cases into former activists. Some cities like New York City have ongoing unsolved cases. We know of the recent indictments of activists and freedom fighters from the civil and human rights era of the 60s and 70s, like Imam Jamil Al-Amin, formerly known as H. Rap Brown, captured in 2000. Kamal Siddiqui. I don't know that dude. I heard the first one. Captured in 2002 for a case from 1971. The San Francisco 8 indicted in 2007 for a case from 71.
See, but that shows how sick they are. The FBI is still out on the look for fucking murderers. And they're saying, no, don't look for them anymore. No. Protect the murder. They're literally saying, let our fucking murderers, our cop murderers, out of prison so they can come out and kill some more.
Close the case.
This is fucking mainstream Black Lives Matter. 50 plus organizations have endorsed this. This is the official fucking platform of Black Lives Matter. And they're an outright, openly terrorist organization demanding money, demanding fucking everything. Give me that. And release my fucking political prisoners now, bitch.
And I mean, what are they gonna do when this doesn't happen? Are they threatening? Are they gonna blow some more?
We already know what they're gonna do.
They're gonna kill some more cops or some more Micah Johnsons on the way.
Well, then the crazy thing is, like, it actually lists an author for some of this shit, like the official author. The dude is official in NCAA or in NAACP, excuse me.
Yeah.
And that's supposed to be the mild-mannered. Like that's supposed to be like the good Black rights organization. It turns out he's the one that's calling for them to release the fucking terrorists.
By the way, here is like you said, this is the official Black Lives Matter agenda.
I'm just getting fucking heated, man. Dude. Before I started talking to you, I'm just getting heated by myself. I'm just getting hyphy.
Here's Black Lives Matter. As you can see, the media, I mean, this is their official agenda. The media is treating it as such.
Well, no, the media, I don't think the media wanted
Well, they're covering up some parts of it, like the Asada Shakur bit and some of the other.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Every article you read, they leave out, like, some of them, like Washington Post, for instance, left out the entire list of demands altogether. They didn't even want to fucking include it. And then it's even weirder because I was showing you there. Well, they posted 2 articles back to back this morning, like within half hour from each other, and one. Normally when they post a Black Lives Matter article on Washington Post, it'll get couple thousand comments, maybe even more. That's common. So one of them was posted, and it had 1.5 thousand comments. The other one that was about what we're talking about now, about this Black Lives Matter platform, it had 0 comments. I think now it's at 5. So I don't know what they did, but they hid it somewhere on the site so that nobody could really find it. I only found it through Google News.
Prominent position too, probably.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They must have side a little bit. Don't give it the same kind of promo.
Yeah, so they're experts at doing
that. Ain't like
and
my site. We have a few, several articles a day, but they have 300 or so. You know what I mean? They can just
they could do that.
Yeah,
but I still respect Washington Post, because Washington Post does this a lot. If there's a political issue that's damaging to progressives, they know they can't just not talk about it because they're supposed to be respectful, right? So they will write about it, but then they'll hide it. But Huffington Post, sometimes they hide it, but most of the times now, Huffington Post doesn't give a shit. It could be like the fucking biggest terrorist attack in the U.S. They won't even fucking write about it. They'll just ignore it and shit half the time. I mean, some of the times, like with the bigger ones, they'll write about it now, but I've seen some pretty fucking big stories, like the top story and shit. And this is, I mean, they always write about Black Lives Matter. They always gush. And people like Mike, magazine like Mike, they were gushing over this. Like, this is such a huge accomplishment. Finally, they have a unified platform. It's not just this disorganized thing that doesn't really mean anything. Everybody says it means different things. Now we have something we finally stand for, and this is great. And where's Huffington Post? Where's Huffington Post? I didn't even fucking see it.
I don't see it on their site. That's what I'm saying. I'll go check it. I looked before we came on the.
I mean, I look. I not only look, but I search, because it's easier to find this stuff through Google News.
Yeah.
If keywords
it's
or whatever.
It's not being featured on their fucking front page.
It's not. It's not on Google News. It's not on their page. So no.
Well, they know reparations are fucking cancer, dude. Anytime white people hear that, they're just like, nah, we're done.
This is the most radical fucking. This is 1,000 times more radical than just reparations too, when you really get into it. So it's like,
it's even worse. That's one of the least offensive parts of it, honestly. And
I was like, dude, this story has the potential to tear the Democratic Party apart, and that's because Clinton is going to be stuck between a rock and a hard place. I mean, they're trying to force her to accept these demands, but like, if she did that, it would turn off, like, it would, her entire white voter base almost would vanish. And so then what's she going to do? Like, tell them no or something, and then deal with I mean, she's trying to unify the black vote too. So she needs that Obama coalition. That's the whole reason that they rolled out Black Lives Matter. I think they started it a few years ago. They're like, look, we have a couple years to get this worked up. There'll probably be a couple cop shootings in that time, and we could spin it in the media.
Plus, they know
and we're gonna
blacks aren't. I mean, Obama naturally turns out blacks because, well, he's black, and it was a big deal to get a black president. But Hillary Clinton, it ain't the same big deal. It's like, oh, Hillary, we kind of still got some bitter feelings about her from 2008 too. So,
so what can you do to get those? Yep. What can you do to mobilize those black voters? Agitation, propaganda, get them scared for their lives if they don't vote Democrat.
Even if that wasn't the explicit idea behind starting it altogether, it's definitely on some people's minds. You notice how the DNC featured them at the convention, the Black Lives Matter type segment with the mothers of the movement, so to speak. But the reason why I think it wasn't like some spontaneous thing is because, I kind of went over the history of the Black Lives Matter movement in one post, and it actually, they intended it to be a rebirth of the Black Liberation movement, which was like the Black Panthers and the Huey P. Newton Gun Club and stuff. So they were planning this. They've been trying to revive the Black Liberation movement since it ended. And so I think, I don't know, that who knows. All I know is this list is fucking cancer. And
But all I know with the way that the fucking DNC's been colluding and pushing every other narrative and working with I bet the DNC fucking planned this shit. Wouldn't surprise me one bit.
all right, quick thought before we go on a topic we talked about yesterday, Nora, and the Khan dispute with Trump and the Gold Star family. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think he is Muslim Brotherhood and worked for Saudi Arabia and is like involved in all this Sharia law shit. And the guy is a fucking liar, and he makes money off of importing Muslims into the country, getting them fucking green cards and shit.
Verified, yeah.
So he's basically just protecting his own business and promoting his shit. And he's a lying piece of shit, and he's fucking scum as far as I'm concerned. His son is a fucking hero, and his dad was probably fucking pissed that his son even went into the army. He's like, no, you need to go, like, you know, Allahu Akbar yourself.
No.
Well, the guy is a radical Islamist, though.
I mean,
let's not be twisted. Like, he has books. This isn't just unsubstantiated shit. He has books written about how
he's pretty heavy into Islam. I don't know that he's like
it was Sharia law. It was
I know.
Books on Sharia law.
He's deep into Islam,
and he's a fucking lawyer, dude. He's
that
lawyer
part was the part.
Yeah,
he's an immigration lawyer. He gets people their green card and shit for money.
He's an immigration lawyer that's obsessed with writing books on Sharia law and how to implement that into the modern world. And he gets money from fucking Saudi Arabia to work with fucking Humas.
We didn't know all this when we talked about it yesterday, but yeah, he's got a colorful background. Let's put it that way.
Dude, but the DNC didn't fucking vet that guy, like,
because they know the media's running with it. The media's not gonna talk about that, dude. You know that.
Well, no, but Roger Stone will and Breitbart will.
Dude, they're busy trying to call Trump the worst person of all time for even like raising any type of stink about this. Well, I think it's crazy.
Hey, they're
trying to sink Trump with this right now, dude. That's what they're trying to do.
They're trying to sink Trump with everything, but
I don't think it's gonna work.
Hysterical and it's just over the top, and that's what
I don't think it's gonna work. But on the other hand, I do think maybe Trump could have just not done this, not went at him, but.
Oh, like yeah, he shouldn't have stepped in the shit.
Yeah, he should have just said, "Oh, I respect their son's sacrifice," but
he should have just took the high road and fucking let it pass. But it's whatever. It is what it is. It was funny.
Mean, like I wrote yesterday, if he did that, he wouldn't be Donald Trump, and so that's one of his main appeals.
But it turns out his gut feeling was right, because he says, he made the reference to Sharia law or whatever in the thing, and then it turns out the guy is a Sharia law nut.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna hurt him, because most of the people that have already left over a wild statement or something like that, they're already gone. So
even on TV, they're saying no, this isn't gonna hurt him, but he's like, it's not gonna help him either. Why is he doing this?
It was just avoidable. He didn't have to go through it. But
yeah, that's all they're saying. But they're like, it's not gonna hurt him. It ain't shit. He's Teflon.
So.
But I wanted to talk about the green wall thing.
Go ahead. Oh yeah, go ahead. The salon column. Yeah, go ahead and talk about that real quick.
Well, what's his name?
Glenn
Greenwald. Yeah.
Glenn Greenwald. He reported with Snowden and on a lot of the NSA leaks and stuff. He won a Pulitzer Prize for that.
Yeah, so they look to him for like analysis on geopolitical stuff and tech stuff and security and leaks and all that stuff. So that's basically what the Salon article was. And they thought they were going to pin him on all this stuff, but he came out basically like defending Trump in a lot of ways, and this guy isn't pro-Trump at all. He's actually leftist, and that's what it was so weird, because he's like I don't even like Trump. He's like, I agree with these people that Trump is dangerous, but I see what they're doing and it's sickening me because they're so hysterical in the media that it's just a group think. And he actually uses that word. He's like, it's a group think when they don't allow, they'll use like for instance, he used the whole telling Russia to get Hillary's emails thing, how some people are saying, it was a fucking joke. He said it was
no way. Why would he use a press conference to try to ask that if he was being
Greenwald
serious?
well, the interviewer asked him about that question, like as seriously. He's like, "Well, what about your views on Trump and Russia now that he has like now that he's telling him to do espionage and stuff?" And dude is like, "Come on, man, that was a fucking joke." He's like, "This is the shit that I'm talking about. I'm sick of this shit. The media," and then he goes even farther. He goes, "I think the media is damaging itself just like they did in the Brexit, where they just were hysterical trying to link Brexit to Putin, just the same all the same shit they're doing with Trump, and it backfired on Brexit, and he says it's about to backfire on Trump."
Yeah, and also one of the things he pointed out was how back in the day the Republicans used to always try to, and not even back in the day, not too long ago, it still happens that the left in a lot of these countries, including America, not just Republicans but conservatives in other countries, have tried to tar their left, with their ties to Russia, and be like, "Hey, he's a communist. Hey, he's some kind of crook." And that's what the Republicans did in this country. And now he's saying,
yes.
Now look at what the Democrats are doing, trying to slime Donald Trump with the same thing, and they're hypocrites.
Yeah, it's fucking hypocritical, and they're calling it neo-McCarthyism. It's the term for it. But it's what's so ironic is the Democrats freaked out for years, and a lot of them are still, non-interventionists when it comes to Russia and stuff. A lot of liberals are still feel that way, and Glenn even feels that way. That's why he's like, dude, the guy's trying not to like stomp on Russia's neck and force us into World War III, and the Democrats are like, no, we need a war hawk. We need a fucking war hawk. We need and the country's doing fine. Don't change anything. We need to conserve everything, and we need to be a war hawk against. Dude, the tables have turned.
Dude,
the Democrats had a general conservative fucking war hawk party now, and now we're the populists.
Well, they literally had a general at their convention. So did the Republicans, to be fair. They had a general there, too. But the Democrats guy was, like, going on and on, praising, ready for Hillary Clinton to start some more wars, is what it sounded like. I mean, this guy talking about the Pentagon, we're going to all have our money. And
well, all of Bush's neocon foreign policy guys, the one that planned all the wars that he got us into, they're all going to be working for Hillary.
They've all endorsed. Yeah, I don't know. It is crazy how shit has switched so quickly. I mean, Hillary's always been a hawk, though. I'm not surprised. That's one of the reasons.
Dude, look what she did when she was Secretary of State. I mean, she fucked shit up bad. She's the reason why ISIS exists, literally. That pullout and then destabilizing Libya, and then fucking around and
what a hawk she was when she was in office as Secretary of State.
Dude,
yeah,
they wanted to create Islamic State. I don't think it was by an accident, and that's why we haven't been attacking them hard either, because they serve our purposes in they know that we couldn't get into a ground war against Assad, so they basically created the conditions to create Islamic State to act as their goons, and that's why we don't really want to take them out.
All right, we'll have to do an ISIS stream pretty soon. I'm sure they'll give us a reason to, with a big bomb blast before it's over with. But yeah, man, thank you for coming on. We're gonna wrap it up there, and
it was fun.
Let's do another one this week.
All right,
peace out. Thank you guys for listening, and check you out later.